Oleg left his house in Sudzha on the 6th of August. He says there were already sustained Ukrainian attacks in June and July, but like many of his neighbors, he had hoped evacuation would not be necessary.
People were hopeful that everything will be fine, that the air defences will work. At 2:30, the shelling intensified. Our helicopters were flying and intercepting. Missile and drone debris was falling in the town. But people were hoping to stay. We did not know much. We had missile alerts and the air raid sirens urging us to hide, and people hid in their basements. But nobody knew that day that Ukrainians were already in our territory, in Sudzha.
Many left the Kursk region without any belongings or documents and now rely on humanitarian aid. Here, the Moscow department of the Russian Red Cross volunteers put together the essentials, food and hygiene kits that will go to both the displaced here in Moscow and also by truck to the Kursk region, where thousands live in temporary accommodation centers. More than 18 tons has already been distributed and more is on the way. Volunteers are also on hand to help with accommodation and missing documents, plus transportation to other regions and even employment for the relocated Russians.
The biggest problem is that people often simply do not know that there are multiple services on offer, from receiving humanitarian aid to digital services to restoring documents for job registration or training to improve their skills in another city.
Another priority is helping with information about the missing. Yevgeny's father is over 90 and still in Sudzha. His exact circumstances remain uncertain.
I think he is fine. I saw him on the Ukrainian TV.
Authorities in Kursk say over 150,000 people have been displaced, and many fear their homes have been damaged beyond repair. Dozens of Russian provinces and institutions sent humanitarian help, medical teams and volunteers to the Kursk region. Others welcomed the evacuees into their territory. But despite the humanitarian support, it remains unclear when they will be able to return home and what will be left of it when they do. Dasha Cherneshova, TRT World, Moscow.